Okay, so I'm going to make something today that AJ from DFB, Disney Food Blog, talks about all the time. It's a hack she does. So she gets these like giant chocolate chip cookie, Mickey shaped chocolate chip cookies that are dipped in chocolate. But she goes down to the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor and she gets a scoop of vanilla ice cream or whatever flavor you want and a cup of peanut butter sauce. And she makes her own cookie sandwich and then drizzles the peanut butter sauce on it. Well, I'm going to recreate that today at home. A couple of things, I didn't bore you with making the cookies, but this is a roll-out chocolate chip cookie recipe, which I'll link below. It's basically more brown sugar, more flour, and then you roll it out in between two pieces of parchment or wax paper and chill it till it gets a little firm. A couple of tools I use that I want to share with you. This is a Danish dough whisk. It is awesome for making bread or even like cookie dough because of how it's designed. So it's just a lot easier to mix if you don't have a standing mixer. And then to roll out to a uniform thickness, this is my little hack. I have these reusable straws, which are about a 1/4 inch in diameter, and I put them on either side and roll them out. Now, the recipe didn't say to like dip this in anything, so we'll see if it cuts out. Oh, look! How cute is that? So we're gonna cut them out and then we're gonna chill them some more. And then I already have the oven preheating to 375. But we're going to chill them and then bake them. And really that's just a tip for cookies in general. They retain their shape better if you do that. So like even if you're making just regular chocolate chip cookies, I always roll them into balls and then I bake them straight from the fridge onto the cookie sheet so that they don't spread as much. They retain more of the circular shape. Now this recipe does call for more flour, and that's so that they don't spread as much and so that you can roll them out also, so it makes it a little easier. So I used almost 4 cups of flour versus the typical 2 1/4 cup. So we've let these chill for a little bit, and we're now going to put them in the oven. Hopefully, they won't run into each other. And we'll set the timer. 7 to 9 minutes. Okay, so they just spread out and touch each other a little bit, but nothing bad. And I did bake these a tad longer than the recipe said. The recipe said 7 to 9 minutes at 375, and I did more like 9 to 10 minutes, just until they started to turn a little brown. And I let them cool for about 3 or 4 minutes, and now I'm gonna move them to the cooling rack to let them finish cooling. And then we're gonna dip them in chocolate, and then make peanut butter sauce, and put ice cream in between, and stuff our faces with sugar, and pretend like we're at Disney, because that's what you do. Okay, so our cookies are all cooled, and now we're gonna make the chocolate so we can dip the ears. And then while the chocolate is hardening on the ears, we're gonna make peanut butter sauce, and then we can assemble our DFB hacked cookie sandwiches. So this is my DIY double boiler. If you're not familiar, basically put a little water in a pot, get it boiling, reduce it to simmer, put a bowl, a heat safe bowl like a Pyrex on top, and then the steam, we have a few inches here, the steam will heat up the chocolate indirectly, and then it keeps the chocolate from boiling. And then I also have a little shortening in my chocolate, just so that it makes it a little smoother, makes it go a little further, and just keeps it nice and dippable for a longer period of time. So we're gonna melt our chocolate and then we'll start cooking our ears. Let's turn it down to a simmer. Get our chocolate boiling or melting. Remember, you never want the water to get into the bowl, so that's why it's real important to have some space between the water and the bottom of the double boiler. And then you just kind of stir it around until it gets all melted. It doesn't take long. Okay, so while the chocolate is really warm, I'm just gonna spoon some. Really, I just want a little bit on the ears. I don't want a lot because we're gonna use 2 of these to make a sandwich and have ice cream and peanut butter sauce. So there's no need to have like a ton of chocolate on these things. Plus they already have a ton of sugar and chocolate in them. It's cute. And we're gonna put these probably, let them get to room temperature, and then we'll put them in the fridge to finish cooling a little bit before we assemble them. And while they're cooling down, we will make our peanut butter sauce, which is pretty simple. There's several recipes online, and I'll link the one that I'm gonna use in the description, just so if you wanna try this at home, you can make them just like we did. One of my favorite things is the peanut butter sauce at Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. I don't know if this is a replica of that recipe, but I had these ingredients on hand. So it's 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/2 cup of smooth peanut butter, 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, and then we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup, and we're gonna mix it on low, and then it's gonna be all smooth and creamy and delicious, and we're gonna put that on top of our cookie sandwiches in just a minute. So first thing, let's put it on low, and I already have the heavy whipping cream in the pan, peanut butter, we have our 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of white corn syrup. The recipe says it's going to take probably about 4 minutes for it to get to the right consistency. You don't want to overcook this though, because then it'll get hard. The sugar will crystallize and you'll just pass that breaking point from sauce to brick, so don't overheat it. Okay, so now it's just assembly time. My ice cream has been out for just a few minutes here. Hopefully I can scoop it into a ball and put it on the ice cream sandwiches, or make ice cream sandwiches out of it. You can use whatever vanilla ice cream. This is just what my store had on hand, so I went with it. Okay, let's just take one of these. All right, let's try to sandwich these together. Okay. And then here's our yummy peanut butter sauce. And look at that. Okay, so let's try it. I'm just gonna like break it like this because I don't know how else to eat this. Every time I see AJ from DFB like show this cookie hack, I think, how messy is that to eat in Magic Kingdom? And that's really why I've never really done it. I've always wanted to try it. So making it at home is the next best thing. I love peanut butter sauce.
Oh yeah.
could just drink the peanut butter sauce. I would encourage you to try this recipe at home and compare it to the in-park experience. I will say I love this. It is a lot less stress because I don't have to fight the crowds with kids, go to 2 different places. It's not melting immediately because I'm inside. This is an all-around perfect experience to bring the parks home. So we have done several other DIY Disney snacks.
Be right back.
I hope that you've enjoyed this and let us know if you've tried any of the other snacks that we've done. Until next time, see ya!